Hey everyone, it's Char from Char's Fashion Nation, and we are here to do another cooking video. What am I making today? Well, I am going to, this might be kind of interesting for some of you. We're going to take some tater tots, toast them a bit, and we're going to smash them down and make them into a pizza crust. Right? What? Yes, we're going to make that into a pizza crust. And what kind of pizza are we going to make? Well, we're going to take some Tillamook cheese for the cheesy part, right? This was on sale at the Acme for, I think it was $2.99. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm like, $2.99? Heck yeah. And we're also going to take some chicken and some pesto. So basically we're going to make a chicken and pesto pizza. I forgot to grab the tomatoes out though. Not sure I want to do that with this. Oh my gosh, there's all sorts of really pretty birds out lately with unique feathers in their wings. Oh, they're so pretty. Anyway, back to the cooking video. And what I'm going to do when I'm cooking the chicken, I'm going to put some onion. I know this might sound weird, but collard green. Sometimes you can find your collard green in the frozen vegetable aisle. Do look for that. And I'm also going to add some garlic. Now, I'm not sure about the tomato part now. I just wish I had some mushrooms for this. So anyway, this whole thing is going to be naturally gluten-free. So let's get this camera turned around and get to cooking. Normally you would see me use the big cook pot for this, but today we're not going to do that. We don't need something massive. We just need this skillet. And for the potatoes, we need to switch this to 425. I don't need all the fancy on a stove to cook, you know? It's a nice stove though. So yeah, we're going to put the stuff in here and be right back. So right now we have some butter, onion, and garlic in there. And then we're going to add some, you know, I'm doing this looking through the screen. Probably shouldn't be, but I am. Okay, so I still have some greens left, which that means there's enough there for a whole other day. So I'm gonna cook these up because we need to. Back you up a bit. Huh. Wonder why it's like that even. I don't know, y'all. Ooh, back it up. Back it up. There we go. That's better. So as soon as this cooks down, then I will be putting the chicken in. Now remember, this is going on a pizza. Okay, well, before we put the chicken in there, this already smells amazing. I put a little bit of veggie stock in there. Not too much. Just want to put your chicken breast down in the pan, and then we'll start to cover that. Now remember, we're going to shred this chicken up, so you don't need too many. 2 could be good, unless you have a small one. You can add in. Yeah, we'll save these 2 for a whole other meal. So anyway, I can usually get 3, possibly 4 meals with chicken breast with doing the cooking the way I do with it. And yeah, so I'm going to cover this. And now you may wonder, am I going to add the pesto to this right away? No, I'm not. I'm going to let this chicken cook to a point. I'm going to take it out of there. Then I'm going to shred it up. And then we are going to, and I have the oven preheated. Remember that, I have it preheated. And as soon as this is most of the way done, We'll add in the pesto and add it. Well, we'll get that tater tots going on a pizza pan. So I just turned the chicken. Oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. Okay, so over here we have the Reynolds wrap, non-stick, aluminum foil. The dull side is the non-stick. Kind of learned that the hard way, but you know, hey, we're used to the shiny side being up. Just took a couple of sheets, as you can see, and just put that on there. Okay, so as you can see, I have the tater tots on there, like circled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in for about 15 minutes, bring them out and squish them down. Okay, so you might wonder why I have this out and the block of cheese here. Pat your cheese dry when you go to do this. I had it sitting out for a bit, so it's not bad. You can take a vegetable slicer, right, or peeler. Take your vegetable peeler. Gonna suggest that you do this when your block of cheese is a little harder. That's how you're gonna shred some cheese for your pizza. There we go. Anyway, so I'm gonna do this, and then what I'm gonna do is cut up the chicken, and we'll be back. Okay, we now have this in here. I took that out. So I'm gonna stir this together, and I'm gonna smash that down off camera, and then we're gonna put this together off camera and then show it to you when it comes out. Okay, maybe you'd like to see the rest of this. So as you can see, I already flattened them down. It almost takes up the entire pan, almost. I just wish there would have been more in the package than there was. And as you can see, I did put some of the Tillamook cheese. I did just chop some of it up. It was taking too long doing that the other way. Crumble the ones that are too big. Just kind of spread that out. There you go. Anyway, and now we are about to take the topping. Oh my gosh, this, I wish that you could smell this. I think the next time I do a gluten-free pizza here at home, made here at home, I might actually make a pasta pizza. Think about that. You take that gluten-free pasta, you cook it, you smash it down, and you make your crust. Yeah, think about that. And you can do this with whatever flavors you want, you know, what meats and cheeses, and don't be afraid to use the sauce off that, because that's a little extra. Sometimes you gotta be a little extra. I'm just gonna spread this out on here, like so. As much as that spread out as possible. Take that off the burner. Have the burner on. Don't put your empty pan back on the burner. You don't want to destroy that. That is a kitchen investment. Remember that. Everything that you use in your kitchen is an investment. I'm excited for this. I am very excited for this. Now, it's not the first time I've actually made homemade pizza. I've made homemade pizza in the past, you know, with dough instead of potato. But think about this. You get to control the ingredients that you eat. You get to control everything that goes onto your food when you do this. You get to make sure that there's no or very super low added anything. But this is Tillamook. We don't waste that. Get as much off of there as possible. Tillamook is the best cheese that I have ever come across. That is why I use it. No, this is not a paid sponsor video. I wish it was, because like I said, Tillamook is the best cheese I have come across. Just trying to spread the love there. Now we're gonna put this back in the oven for 20 minutes, and we'll be back with the finished product, plated and yumness. Although there's one more thing I want to do. You know, even though I put some balsamic glaze in when I was cooking the meat and the veggies, put some on it like this. That's your extra. That's your extra. Don't miss a piece of cheese with that. Try not to. Anyway, I have more of this in the pantry. I'm glad to have the pantry. So I'm gonna put this in and we'll be back with the rest. Okay, before Rob comes out here, I burnt my fingers with this. Been dying to have some new ones. So my middle finger and my ring finger, the pads on these are burnt. That's why you see me going like this. I have some aloe vera. I'm going to put that on the burn. But I did run my hand under water, cold water. So we're going to get these out with a little help. Okay, as you can see, we just took it out. That's nice and crispy. Sorry about my fingers being in the way of the camera, because ow. I'm going to serve this up and be right back. So I have a kitchen assistant. Second degree burn, anybody? So yeah, there's one plate there. He's going to dish the other two and we'll see you in the living room. Okay, so we're back here to finish the video. Thank you for serving it, Steve.
You're welcome.
So this looks really good. Have some of this for your lunch tomorrow at work, if there's any left. Well, the potato didn't crust together. I'll try another way of doing this. Another way of doing this with potato would probably be with a mashed potato crust. And we'll try that one on another day. Because, yeah. Anyway.
Or maybe the rounds.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. And maybe put some cheese under it and on top of it to make it stick together.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, what do you two think?
It's good. I like it.
Mm-hmm. I like it too.
Yeah, it's really good.
Remember, there's a lot of things out there that are just naturally gluten-free that you eat. Vegetables, fruits, meats, cheeses. Let's not burn my mouth. Anyway, totally gluten-free meal. Remember to stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. Don't burn your fingers. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.